You see, being good or being loyal is very underrated. Now, why did I say so? If you look at what's happening between Nicholas Jackson and Bayern Munich Presido, Bayern Munich Presido was speaking to Sport One Dopa. He was asked about this whole transfer and he had a lot of things to say. First of all, he said that the English Premier League teams are just spoiling the transfer market, buying players with prices that are unrealistic and cool. That a Bundesliga team will just go for a player for an English team will just come and snatch. Forgetting that Bayern Munich have done this thing in the past. I remember when they signed all the old players from Dortmund finish. But that's not where I am going to. Where I'm going to is the time of which when he spoke about Nicholas Jackson transfer. Now, he said the player and his agent contribute for 3 million euros. So we pay 13.5 million euros fee and loan fee. So for that deal to go ahead, Nicholas Jackson had to pay part of the deal with his own money. Very rare in football. Very, very rare. There will definitely not be a permanent contract. This alone. That only happens if he plays 40 games from the start. It will never happen. This is a president of a club saying this about a player he just signed on loan, letting us know that they just want to use Nicholas Jackson and dump him. That it's not a permanent transfer. That whole permanent transfer can only happen if Nicholas Jackson play up to 40 games, and that will not happen. That will never happen. If it was Nicholas Jackson that said anything like this or close to something like this, the whole internet now will fall on top Nicholas Jackson's head. And players are vocal. Players are taking matter to social media. They are talking. They are this. They are this. They are disrespecting the club. But look at what a president is saying about a player he just signed. Just look at. So by the end of the day, you will not blame some players for even reacting the way they react. Loyalty in football is very underrated. Now, let me give you an example of this whole loyalty in football. Something. Isaac came out. Will I call it with social media wise, attitude wise? He was rude. Used all means necessary to secure his move. Guess what? He moved. Wisa did the same thing. He moved. Now back Manchester United, Anthony did the same thing. He moved. Sancho did the same thing. He moved. Now the player that did not do the same thing now in Gay, Crystal Palace Gay, what happened? He did not move. Crystal Palace Gay kept his composure. He was respectful. He just told the club that he wants to leave, but he was still playing match. Even to the last day, he still playing match. Even when the transfer window is deadline is ending like tomorrow or next tomorrow, he still played match like today. He was so respectful. What happened? They disappointed him. He didn't go. But all those other players that I must go. What happened? They went. So loyalty and being respectful is very underrated. That's why you will not blame players for going through that route, that whole social media route. Now to Manchester United, Anthony said he wanted to go and it was Real Betis. What happened? He went. Which club? Real Betis. Rashford said he wanted to go and it was Barcelona. What happened? He went. Which club? Barcelona. Garnacho said he wanted to go and it was Chelsea. What happened? He went. Which club? Chelsea. Kobe Miano now said he wants to go, but on loan. He didn't give any specification, or he just expressed his desire to go. No hard feelings or nothing. I just want to go. Make sure I can get regular football. What happened? Did he go? No. Well, assuming now that Kobe Miano has gone to the internet and said he wants to leave, he does not want to play for Man United again and cause problem. What will happen? I think he will end up leaving. So that's why I said loyalty and being respectful and good is very underrated. It's very underrated. It's so unfortunate for Nicholas Jackson. Already, he has not even kicked the ball. They are already limiting his play. So even if he starts from the day one, his debut score hat-trick, they must make sure that he will not play up to 40 games so that they will not sign him. Let me know what you think.